Hey everyone, in this video we will see how to write the behavioral VHDL code for JK flip-flop using case statements. So a JK flip-flop is something which has got two inputs J and K, and it has got two outputs Qn plus 1 and Qn plus 1 bar. So I have not written Qn plus 1 bar, so that will be the complement of Qn plus 1. So if you know this one, that will be sufficient. Okay, so a clock should be high in order to functional. If the flip flop wants to functional, then the clock should be high at that moment. So I have taken as a positive, that is a increasing clock here. So if it is 0 0, the output will be Qn, means there is no change, so this is no change condition. And if it is 0 1, that is 0, output will be 0, so reset condition. And if it is 1 0, then output will be 1, this is set condition. And if it is 1 1, output will be the negation of the input, so that is not of input, so that is called as toggle condition, where the output will be changing its state continuously from 0 to 1 and from 1 to 0. So this is a quick truth table for the JK flip-flop. So if you want to write in terms of VHDL, then you should be having a truth table with you, then only it will be very easy for us to write the code. Okay, so coming to the code here, um, first we will define the entity. So entity JK flip-flop, so JKFF is, so I have written in short. And there is no such rule that you should write JKFF only, so that is the name of the entity, so which is left to the user. So you can give anything, you can put your name also, so there is no restriction on that. But you should not be starting that name with the number itself, so you should first use the alphabet, and then you can use the underscore also. So it is permissible to use the underscores in the names of the entities in Xilinx model sim. So we will define the port, that is input and outputs here. So port open bracket JK, so in standard logic vector 1 down to 0. So J and K, JK of 1 and JK of 0 it will be taking. So it is just like defining 2 bits here. So it will be 1 down to 0 and put a semicolon there. So this indicates the end of this JK statement. Then again clock colon in standard logic. So this is the clock which is acting as the input again, and Q is the output. So out standard logic, and Q bar is also output, so it is also written as out standard logic. Then close this bracket here, and then put a semicolon to say indicate the end of this port statement here. Okay, so then end the JK flip-flop itself, so we are ending the entity here. Then it's time to call this entity for its function. So architecture behavioral of JK flip-flop is, so this is standard guys up to this one, and we have to use the same name which we are using here, so otherwise it will throw an error. So we are defining the entity and we are calling the entity here. Then begin will be defined for this one, that is for this behavioral module. Then process the input, so input is clock, so process clock. So return process clock. Then we have to take two variables in order to make the calculations easier. So variables are those which are used in the calculation, and at the end of this program the output will be assigned with the variable. So whatever is there in the variable, that is assigned to the output, and it is given as the final product of our program. So we are just using these temporary variables, so variable temp1 comma temp2. There are two bits in the output, so we are using two variables, so that is temp1 and temp2. So they are also in the standard logic, so whatever is the standard of this input, so they will be having the same standard, so it will be in the milliseconds I guess. And then begin for this process. And next we will be having a actual the logic here. So if rising edge of clock, then so it will be executed if and only if a rising edge of clock is present. So as you can see here, there is a rising edge of the clock, so if this want to execute, then the rising edge of clock should be present. Then case jk is, so case jk is, so it will check for the values of j and k here. So when jk, that is j is 0 and k is 1, when jk is 0 1, at that moment temp1 will be assigned with 0. And when it is, okay, so when it is 0 1, all right, so when it is 1 0, that is this condition, at that moment the temp1 will be assigned with 1. and then when it is 0 0, that is the first condition, the temp1 will be assigned with temp1, means no change condition. Whatever the output is, it will be remaining same, so it will not change anything. And when it is 1 1, temp1 will be not temp1, so it will be a negation of the output itself. So input, that is negation of the qn. So you could have written in this order so as well. So there is no rules like that. If how the truth table is, you should be writing in the same manner. So I have written or jumbled the program here. So you can see, first I have written 0 1 condition, then I have written 1 0 condition, then 0 0, then 1 1. So whichever manner you like, you can write. So some people write like 0 0 first, then 0 1, then 1 0, then 1 1. So it is left to you. So how do you want to write? So I have written like this. Then at the end, when other temp1 will be assigned with 0, so something other than this condition happens, at that moment the output will be assigned to 0. So then this is the time to end the case. So end case here. Then as I said, temp value will be assigned for the output. So q is assigned with the temp1 value. So whatever the value of q temp1 will be there, that will be assigned to q. Then temp2, so as I said, we'll be having other output, that is qn plus 1 bar, whose output will be the complement of this one. So this is will be the complement here. Like this, there will be a complementation of this one. So I will be taking temp2 is equal to not of temp1. So whatever the temp1 will be having, the temp2 will be the not of that one, and that is assigned to the q bar. So q and q bar, now they have become opposite to each other. So and this if statement, that is if statement is ended here, then end process. So this is the process and this is begin for that one. So it's like this begin and this end process will, and then end behavioral, then this begin and this behavioral will be ending. So like this we can write the VHDL code for JK flip-flop using case statements. So I hope you like this video. Please guys, if you are new to the channel, hit the like button, and if you like our channel, then please subscribe the channel for more updates. Thank you. Thanks for watching.